Hey guys, what's up? It's John81 here. Sorry about the light there. I can't really do anything about that. Or you either have it on or you can't really see me. But today I'm going to talk to you about games that you can get for really cheap. I'm talking under $10 in the suite. And I got them for a couple different consoles, and I tried to vary up the genres here, so let's get started. First, PS1 Mega Man X4, sweet side-scrolling game, really good challenge. Shintai, my man, loves this game. It's a great game. If you're looking for old school Mega Man, but with a little bit of revamped graphics, this is a great choice. This is also on the Saturn. It's apparently a little bit more polished on the Saturn, but I don't know how much it costs. It might cost a little bit more. Seeing as Saturn games, they're a little more expensive these days, but yeah, there we go. Mega Man X4, nice, very nice, watercolor graphics. We were using the Mega Man X4 and Mega Man 8 games. And next we got a Mega Boost for the PS1. I mentioned it in my last video about games that should be revived, and I want to mention it again. If you don't know what it is, it's very, very cheap games, like $500, brand new on Amazon. And yeah, it's like Orange Road and StarCraft yet again, as I say, and it's a ton of fun. If you like shooter games, like that 3D shoot 'em ups, shumps, whatever you want to call it, this is the game for you. Now we got good old Metroid Prime, like $5 or so at GameStop. I got this $5 at Digital Press. This is, people like to think of this game as a first-person shooter. I do not like to think of it as a first-person shooter. I like to think of it as more of a Zelda action-adventure type game, because instead of like a first-person shooter where all the levels are linear and everything, it's an open world, and you got to explore things and find things. Unlike a first-person shooter where the only things you really find are different weapons and other ways how to blow off people's heads, and or ammo, and all the levels are very much linear, and it's focused around the multiplayer aspect and how many people you can kill. Oh shit, I think I made it. But Metroid Prime was all about the adventure, and it had a great story, and there's a lot of time in it. And generally, a lot of first-person shooters, they don't really take that long to beat. Maybe like 10 hours to do the campaign, and you spend forever online. But this was a game for the single player. And there was Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, which is a little like $10 more, like $16 or so, which was also very good. It had a multiplayer mode. I wasn't really feeling it though, but this one's also awesome. Single player on that, is also awesome. Now for you guys who like 3D fighting games, you got Soul Calibur 2 for GameCube, PS2, and Xbox. It's like $6. I would recommend getting whichever one has a character you like. GameCube had Link from, obviously from Zelda. You had it. PS2 had Itachi from Tekken, and Xbox had Spawn, the comic book character. And this is a sweet 3D fighter. If you don't know the Soul Calibur series, you're under a rock. But Soul Calibur 1 was my favorite for the Dreamcast. I haven't played 3 or 4, but this was also very good, and it's definitely worth $6 if you're just looking for something to do and have not played this game yet, which you probably have. But say if you're, a little bit younger, and back in when this came out, 2003, you were, wee little lad, go for it. Or if you just missed it at the time it came out, which you probably didn't. Next, again, I mentioned in my last video about game series that needed to be revived, Xenosaga. It's a very fun RPG. I got it for $6 at GameStop. Very easy to find, very long game. It's a little bit aged. It's aged these days. It's a little slower, feels old, but it's still very fun. It has a cool storyline. It picks up a little bit later in the game. It's a very long game. It's like 80 hours, so for $6, for 80 hours of gameplay, that's sweet. And and say if you don't like it, whatever. You got 80 hours for for a friend you can sell it to. But this is a very solid RPG. Next one I am currently playing right now. This is Resident Evil 4. I'm almost done with this game. It is absolutely awesome. And you can get it brand new for $10, or you can get it used for $9. And if you're lucky enough to find the premium edition at GameStop, that is also $9. The GameCube version is like $15, and the Wii version is $20 brand new. All very good versions. I don't have to say much more because you probably already know what this game is. Last is FZero GX. Very fun racing game, very fast paced. Think of F-Zero X, but like a little bit more polished. And yeah, it's not really the same like it was in the beginning, but it's still fun and worth picking up, and it's like $8. You know, cheap games, you know, it doesn't really get better, and that's all I got right now. So yeah, you know, write in the comments what are some more cheap games that are sweet. Definitely pick them up, because cheap games are sweet, and only if they suck. You know, like shitty cheap games like Medal of Honor Frontline or some nonsense like that. But yeah, write them down in the comments down there. And my phone's ringing. So anyway, guys, this is John Diddy 1 out.